welcome back to stream. Pleasure to have you here. Let me try that again. Hello, Viobit here, but you can call me Vio. Welcome back to stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. There we go. That was a little more accurate. But yeah, it's been a bit because I took more of a break than I was expecting. Didn't get the chance to stream when I was back home, so I didn't. It's basically all that boils down to. And yesterday my headache was killer, so I didn't. Tension headaches suck. I'm sure most of you are aware of that, but they suck. Anyhow. But all that aside, we are back on Skywalker Saga because I'm not in the mood for DC Universe today. I've done way too much of that often. Sorry. I know a lot of people are uncomfortable when people touch their eyes, and I'm still super comfortable with it. But I'm not gonna make other people uncomfortable if I don't have to. Oh, shoot. I say, and then I, go to touch my eye again. Oh. Let me fix this real quick, because this is not pulling up the way I want it to. Oops. Specific window. There we go, babe. Hey. Okay, that should be working better. And then I proceed to touch my eye. Sorry about that. Did not mean to do that. I digress. Anywho. Welcome back to stream and all that, yada yada. Yeah, why do I have notifications? I shouldn't be looking at my notifications. I don't need to be looking at my notifications. But they're right there. Oh well. Anywho, it was actually gonna be Minecraft. That was what I was aiming to play today. But then I just sat down and I'm like, I want something with plot, with storyline. Minecraft's great, but I am just not in the mood. Anywho. Tension headaches suck, and that's the lesson. If you should take anything from that, you shouldn't. But oh well. I was saying something earlier to my roommate that I was gonna bring up on stream. And I don't know what I was saying, so I'm not. Skip this. I mean, it skips most of it, but I don't want to deal with this. Like, it's fun, it's charming, it was great the first time. Not right now. I'm a bit over it. I also don't remember how to play this game again. I'm so good at forgetting how to play video games. It's fantastic. Every time is a new experience that I cannot justify. But that's okay. Okay, good. We're on the right screen for streaming. I'm glad I swapped over. Ooh, but it looks like I'm having internet issues. Oh dear. Let me pull things up before I try and proceed. Because I swear if stream has crashed, I'm going to be so pissed. It says I'm still live on the other device. Okay. It's an issue with this device, not this device. Let me fix that real quick. So I use this screen to monitor my stream on multiple levels, and that's kind of important to me. We good? We're excellent, actually. Perfect. And I can use this one as a knockoff stream deck. No. Are we back? Because we crashed again. This is gonna be a one mission stream, my dudes. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to do more. I didn't want to do more. I really did not want to do more. I want to curl up on a chair with a heating system in it and eat snacks while I read fanfiction. Whether it's going to be Bungo fanfiction or Skate the Infinity fanfiction, I haven't decided. I've got fics open for both. Do not ask me how many fics I have open. I have too many. But it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna stream, and if we crash, shit, we crash. Down. Let me go down. Oh. I don't know what happened, and I hate it. Oh, You know what I did today? That's the thing I was going to bring up. I finally cleared out my O3 updates, or my emails, primarily. My AO3 updates. Oh. That was just for me. Do you know how long it's been since I even read AO3 updates? Let alone cleared them out? Or no, not even read. I get it. I get AO3 updates up every day. I've been neglecting them presently. Why? I'm holding boost. Let me speed up. Cruel, cruel bastard. Oh! It wants me turning the other way. Ow. Oh, well, at least my health is regenerating. Okay, let's approach it from this way. Okay, we're connected, we're connected. Oh, too far. Hey, that's one. I'm not in control of that angle. That sucks. I'm aware. Let me... Baby, honey, I am begging you. Let me be in control of this. You do not want to know how much movement I am doing with my mouse. My mouse is charged. I have power. There we go. Nope, there we don't. I'm fine with this. I'm fine. Down. Please, honey, I'm begging you, let me go down. We need to approach this from the side. Let me speed up so I can go down. Go down. I am begging you, let me go down. Honey. Honey, please. Oh, this is cruel. This is cruel. Terribly rude. I hate this. I hate this. We were doing so good. Now we're no longer doing good. At least I'm getting stuff. I can't hit Q because I'm not down there. I hate this. So anyway, I've been cleaning it. Part of why the stream is later than I intended is because I was cleaning out my email. What did I do? Wrong thing. Can I change my settings on this real quick? Oh boy. So yeah, I had it's only been the recent month that I've actually gotten the habit of, you know, that does nothing for me. Anyhow. It's only... Auto health recovery is important to me. It's fine. My flight sucks. We're gonna try that. Okay. Anywho, so I've been on AO3 since 2018 I found out. Okay, down is just not working at all. Like, it is so, it's not functioning. Am I even still streaming? Let me check that, because now as we go for our leisurely glide. I am live, according to my phone. We've been live for a total of 6 minutes, which is like, gonna be, what, 12 in total between the two streaming attempts? Let me go down. Because that is only letting me change my speed. I just get a spin in circles, I guess. Oh. Why is that affecting my speed at all? Actually, you know what? No, I'm cool with them shooting me out of the sky. Please do. Okay. Not doing a great job. This might help. Can't. Honey, I'm asking you to please shoot me out of the sky because I can't do anything else. Why are you acting this way? You know, that's lying to me. I swear I might exit this mission and have to restart it. It's not a long mission. It's not a hard mission to restart. I might do it. I don't want to. But when I can't control where I'm going, maybe it's my only option. Okay. It's fine. It's not even that big of one. Yeah, I do not care. We'll get our minifigure or whatever again. It's fine. It's not fine. I am furious. Furious is an exaggeration. I'm displeased, not thrilled. I'm happy to be here. Oh well. I was doing good on studs. I shouldn't have been, but I was doing good on studs. On the right side, you can take as much time with these missions. It really does not matter. Yes. Ooh, that is not a cool computer. That is not a happy computer. But anyway, so I've been on AO3 since like 2018 is when I finally got an account. Yes, confirm load. Do not. It's fine. It's fine. And like I said, it's only been recent months that I, delete my email update notification after I get it. Because I've been pretty good about deleting email notifications for most things, just not AO3. I am rather prolific, avid, whichever word you want to use for, I read a lot, like, too much fanfiction. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so that's 4 years worth of fics. I've actually went and saw like the very first fic I ever commented on. I know which one it is now, and it's actually one that recently popped up in like something I was looking about. So that's fun. And then like the first authors I was subscribed to, or it's the first fics I was ever subscribed to, which were not the ones I was expecting. There's this one Homestuck fic. MC Escher is my favorite MC. Great fic, weird fic, good author. I did not realize I thought I read that later, and also when it had been, finished. Not true. Is my charger right now? Thank you. That and the other AU fic that the same author did. Did not realize. You gonna suck? Oh joy. You still suck. I will kill this man. I will kill him out of spite. Let me go down. Baby, honey pie, I am begging you, let me move down. I am trying my best. My best is not working. But at least I got gem studs. Oh, I do not know what's gone wrong. It's like my S button isn't working. Which would suck if that were the case. If I die, what does it matter? Death doesn't matter in here. I want that. It's shiny, so I want it. I feel like that explains my entire jewelry collection. It's shiny, so I like it. It's shiny, so I want it. Let me go down. I can't kill anything. I can't do anything. I'm at the wrong angle. I am not in control of this. I killed him. I killed one. Oh, and they don't make me watch the animation this time. Let me go down. Let me go down. Why is that my speed? Oh. I killed 2. I killed 3. I am a gift to all of you. For all my incompetence, none of you are doing anything either. My incompetence has an excuse. Yours does not. I'm so... It's still incompetence, don't get me wrong. Well, at least I can get these. Or am I too low for the studs? Why is that just speed? The blue stud, it was just right there, but I can't... Oh, I'm gonna cry. Is this a tab issue? No. Are you sure those are my controls? Because they're not. Oh. Too high, I'm at the wrong angle. I'll never get my boxes. I don't know if I actually can complete this mission. I don't know what's wrong. My keyboard configuration is the same as usual. Still too low. Damn. I can kill things if they're farther away from me. I can't kill anything close. Fuck off. Oh, so they are competent and capable. I don't think that one was me. For once. They're vaguely competent and supposedly capable, but it's not like anyone's progressing. Shouldn't be speed. Why is that speed? Why am I never far enough away? Do not. I could just walk from wall to wall. Seriously, I can't do anything else. I might have to quit the game at this point. I hated flying missions on their own, and now I hate them for an entirely different reason, which I suppose gives me variety, spice. Seriously, what is wrong? Could just quit the level, huh? Not. I'm fine with all these. I do not care. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll make things worse. I turn incredibly fast now. Did I just break one of my keys? No, that can't be it. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get this mission, hun. I really don't think we're getting this mission. It also looks like my screen is maybe crashed a little. Maybe a touch. I'm so tempted to just pop this into an IRL stream. I don't do those very often. I don't want to, really. But this is exhausting. And not in a fun way. Yeah, that shouldn't be speed. I do not know why. That is. What fool thought this a good idea? Why am I higher? I'm higher because of the flipping. We'll see if this does anything. I doubt it. Well. Wait, no, I have. Scroll wheel does nothing. Mouse does nothing. S just slows me down. That doesn't do anything helpful. Well, off to the Wild Hoff yonder. I don't know what's up. And I'm higher. Every time I'm higher. Okay. This is not working. I hate to do it. I think we're just gonna do just chatting for the rest because I cannot handle this. Frankly, I know my computer's not liking it either. It started so well. We were doing good. I was complaining, I was ranting, but it was fine because it was working. It is no longer fine, and now I feel pissed. No. Yes, these things happen, but they shouldn't have to be things I have to deal with. Oh. Let me bring this up. Thank you, hon. Oh, good, you can't even see this. Hey, we're still live though, so that's fun. I'm gonna change my category. Maybe if I close and reopen the game it'll help, but not today. So let me exit. Yes, I do. I really do. Oh, lovely. Okay, I didn't know if I still had the setup. I don't like that it's plain background, but I don't know what to put in the background, so. Oh. I can't put anything in the background because this is not actually a screen meant for streaming. So much as it's meant for. Oh, okay, so you know how in my actual stream itself it has that corner and the extra stuff on the sides? This is literally just I import this as the screen as my webcam instead, because it was causing me way too many issues otherwise, and this was the solution that didn't cause me problems. Let me edit my oh. Why do my games hate me? Why do I have that's why I have capital letters on. This is melodramatic, but I am a melodramatic kind of mood. We'll put no intonation to it at all, so we can get away with it. Bingo, bingo. Will you let me click my inputs, perhaps? I mean, what if they didn't? Wild, absolutely nuts. Hey, we're here, you can see me. I have absolutely annoying hiccups right now, but no, how's your audio balance? It's fine. Probably fine. If it's not fine, well, I guess I'll find out eventually. I don't like just watching myself as I stream because I don't usually pay attention to myself enough, but whatever. So yeah, 4 years worth of email, since we're back on that. So like I said, I have had my AO3 since like 2018. I've been reading fanfiction for way longer than that, but I didn't have an AO3 account until then, and it wasn't on AO3 because I'm a fanfiction.net kid. I have a weird relationship with fandom considering I've been in it for a very long time, despite my age. So like, when I affiliate certain things with fandom, they're not fully current fandom things, and people will bring up like, oh, I remember this, and most people in current younger fandom are too for this. I'm like, because I know what they're talking about, and I was there. Although I've admit I've had a wonderful fandom experience in general because I curate my shit. That's better. That's not better. That's fine. But yeah, so 4 years of fanfiction. I'm a prolific, very avid fanfiction reader. So much fanfiction. You don't need to know. And I have been reading since a while, so I'm mega habits. And I have the sudden ability to strike everything. Now for my first year or so, I'm still splitting on fanfic on it, so it's not too bad, and also I wasn't reading as much. As the year goes by, I start reading more and more, and I should put on lipstick to the stream, but I was being lazy, and I shouldn't have been. It's kind of a thing I want to incorporate. Also, I have so much lipstick, I should use it. Anyway, so much fanfiction that I've been reading. So, 4 years worth. Most of it until recently, I haven't been deleting. Unless if they Gmail, like it's been currently, pops it into my main inbox and not my updates, which it just stopped putting in my updates like a year ago, and I don't know why, and it's not a problem. But the only problem is that it splits it between different things, which I don't know why, and some fics I exclusively get in my social tab. But c'est la vie. I don't think that's how I should use that term, but it doesn't matter. Anywho, with how much fanfiction I read, that's up to 30 updates in a single day, because I read a lot. I read a lot of unfinished stuff, and I read a lot of very different things all the time. I'll bring that up in a sec. So I'm finally going through and deleting this, and I'm like, oh, I really should. And I'm just looking at the ones that are already marked as read, because that's how I usually differentiate it in my inbox. If it's unread, then it's I wasn't in the mood to read that fanfiction that day. Some of these I probably should go back and delete, but But if it's unread, I haven't read it. If it's read, I've read it. Usually, except for some of the current ones, which I don't know. So yeah, but I'm like, oh, I don't need these in my email anymore, in spite getting to see the original stuff, like AO3 confirming my account. That's lovely, that's so nice. But not relevant. So anyway, I do that, and I'm like, time to start deleting, and I'm just trying to get back to the oldest, just see how many pages I have. I stop when I'm at my 950 to 1000. I'm like, so I just start deleting. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go and check out what the last page is. Going, altering the URL, it was faster, it was great. So 10,000 was where I was at then, after a significant amount of deleting. I don't know how much was all from today, but over the course of this month, I had 15,000 emails that I had to delete, that I just erased from my trash. 15,000. Most of that was at least 13,000 of that. No, way more. At least 14,000 of that. Probably the majority of the 15,000. Or probably the 15,000 of, because it was 15,100 something. AO3. I don't have a problem. My Gmail might like me now. It doesn't like me. I've had that. There's no way it likes me, but that's fine. It's okay. But yeah. Anywho, I don't know who cares about this. I don't know if I care about this, but I'm here and we're streaming until I'm done. I know that's gonna be. Yay, neither do you. That's fun. Anywho, so what I was actually going to mention is part of what, there was one period in my life in high school. God, I was an ambitious kid. I still am, but I said, these are not ambitions to be proud of, but they're ambitions I had. I was determined. Ooh, actually, sorry. I just remembered I can turn these on because I never do. You guys can't see that, but I got fairy lights on. My roommates, but she's show. Actually, you won't be able to see those either because you only get the seed section, but their fairy lights are on the tapestry. Look at Nobara, I love her. Anyway, at one point in my life, I was trying to read every single JoJo's Bizarre, or not read, but at least consider every single JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fanfiction on AO3. I got like, I want to say 20 pages in, which is about 4,000? No, not 4,000. That's only 400. I can't do math. Concept. There aren't that many fics for JoJo's, at least not at the time. I got like about 1,000 in, I want to say. I got very far in, and that was including regular updates. So I would start, and I finally got time to read Handscheme that day. I would start at the beginning, first page, check out all the updates from that day, and then I would go to like whatever page I left off on. I would start coming through. I would pull them up and I would actually read them if I was interested. I got in deep, but I do this. Honestly, now thinking about it, it's probably because there were fandoms I could clear the fandom for, at least on fanfiction.net. But that was a lie. It was because they were early in the fandom, so there wasn't much to go through. I remember, actually Percy Jackson and Avengers crossovers were one of the ones that stuck in my head because I've read so many of those. I'm a crossover person. Percy Jackson was my first online fandom. Well, Percy Jackson, Red Pyramid, Kane Chronicles, thank you. Crossovers was my first. Oh, I'm nostalgic for it. Anyway, because I was looking for Son of Sobek information online, and I somehow stumbled on AO3 crossovers because, I do know how. Because that was a time period where people write fan versions of the upcoming Rick Riordan novels. Because they're like, I can get this done before he can. And they were usually wrong, but they were fun. But anyway, Son of Sobek had just been announced that year. Oh, God, or maybe it was already out. I don't know. But yeah. So much nostalgia. There was 167 fics. No, there was 107 fics in the Percy Jackson Avengers crossovers when I first got to that fandom. And I went through and I checked out all of them. I read most of them. That's where I got a distinct dislike for OC inserts. The more you know. But yeah, I read so many Percy Jackson Harry Potter crossovers, and that's where I got biases about those. I have so many opinions on everything, but especially fanfiction and fandom. That's sweet. And then Miraculous Ladybug. When I first read Miraculous Fics on fanfiction.net, there was 167. That's where that name came from. And I watched the whole fandom grow. I remember the earliest Chaplong fics. Because that was not a new concept. I remember the earliest Felix fics. Also not a new concept. Phantom Felix, aka, not Felix Graham Delaney. Because that's canon Felix. Felix Agrest is Phantom Felix. Different character entirely, based off of the PV. Very fun. Weird stuff. That's why technically Marinette is the same character across the versions, but the PV had her a little more extreme. So oftentimes the PV version of Marinette is referred to as Bridget, and when they're often used in fics together. Very cute, very charming. Weird, but cute and charming. I read a lot. Like a lot. There's some fandoms I will not read fics for. Not really for any reason other than, oh, this just doesn't vibe. Fics don't work for this. Like, as much as I like Spy Family, I have such a hard time, like, finding fics I genuinely want to sit down and read for Spy Fam. Chat fics, I have one chat fic that I'm like, this is fun, but it's chat fic. They don't count. Everyone knows chat fics don't count. I read way too many, and they're almost all crack. Which says something about me as a person, I'm sure, but it's fine. I read a surprising... I don't read a lot of outright crack fics. I do read a lot of fics that are crack. Mostly because outright crack fics suck, usually. Too much Galaxy random. Admittedly, this is an older opinion from when they were earlier. But still, my opinions remain. My comments stand. Why the hell am I I feel like I should change the stream name to, oh, I'm just talking about fandom now. I might. I should. I could. There'd be nothing wrong with it. Yeah, okay. Screw it, why not? That is not what, oh, I hit raid channel out of habit, because that's usually what I do when I'm on my dashboard. But, not here. I love talking about fandom and meta. Modern sociology stuff's always fun to me. I'm not a huge sociology person. I took sociology in high school. I enjoyed it. I know sociology concepts. I took psychology, AP Psych in high school. I loved it. I hate biology so much. But these things happen. I still enjoyed it. Ooh, my stream delay sucks. That is not what it's supposed to be set to. Oh, I'm almost glad no one's in chat right now because that stream delay is unacceptable. Anywho, I took psych, I loved it. I took psychology, or I took sociology, I enjoyed it. But social psychology, I love it so much, and I love like seeing it in action and seeing it applied to fandom and stuff like that. It's so fun. Fandom's a mess, but I'm immune. That's not true. That's blatant bullshit. No, I'd argue that I'm decent at curating my fandom experience. And I feel like that's how we all have to treat our online experiences. But it's also just my blunt obliviousness to everything. I don't have online friends. I don't have mutuals. I may have like 2 mutuals on Tumblr. I don't know who they are. I followed them and then they followed me. Those are not the same thing. They're really not. I consume though. I have 2 mutuals on Twitter, I think. One for sure because he's chill, and I almost tried to do whatever MCC thing they did with him, and he was chill. I occasionally raid him when he's alive when I stream, but he's usually not. But that's about it. I'm bad at the internet, but on the other hand, I'm generally good at not running into the worst aspects of fandom and things like that. Have I been scarred by fanfiction before? Yes, but not my own fault. But that's a different thing entirely. Now, people need to learn, so I didn't realize when you look, so fanfiction.net, let's start there. Fanfiction.net is a mess currently. Sorry. My eyelashes have been falling out all day today, and they've been falling into my eyes. Look, I'm bad at seeing, but I do enjoy doing it. And I'd like if I weren't being sabotaged. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It matters to me. But it doesn't matter. Anywho. Fanfiction.net. So one thing you might not know about fanfiction.net and why it's probably better that I started there than AO3. Like, I love AO3 tagging, but I was too young. I was like 9. I was 9 when I started reading fanfiction. That's terrible. You guys should all know that's awful. Very funny. Awful. Anywho. I was like 9. And I would not have been able to navigate filtering or tagging. I love it now. I filter things to death. I have found the limit of how much you can filter things on AO3 more than once. It's not enough. I just want to... I have issues with some of AO3's, the way things are tagged, and I'd like to be able to set certain limits on things like, can I limit the amount of fandoms a fic is that are in a crossover when I read a fic? Because I swear, one-shot collections where it's multiple different fandoms in a one-shot collection, in one fic, awful, the worst. That's so, it sucks. Or, frankly, one-shot collections aren't my favorite thing in general, unless they're Dracula collections. But that's not what we're getting into today. We're gonna leave that alone today. Anyway, fanfic.net automatically filters out anything rated F, I believe that is their system. So anything not appropriate for children. So you get G through T. Helpful, great. Is F or is it E? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been on the site because it's not as good anymore. But I do have Fiction Press. I did have Fiction Press on my tablet at one point. Oh, so that automatically filters out on most fandoms. So I didn't stumble across anything inappropriate for a long time, except for the fact that it does not do that on their search function. Halfway tempted to say I like their search function better on fanfiction.net than AO3, but that isn't fully true. There are parts of it I genuinely like better, but most of it not so much. Also, I don't know how, I never learned how to search ships, because I never understood their shipping system. But, oh well. For their tagging, you can only tag 4 characters on fanfiction.net. On one hand, hey, you only get the most important characters. On the other hand, There's positive and negatives to everything. But yeah, they now have ads, which sucks, and I don't blame them because I get it, but I'm fine with ads. Just don't break up my experience. Because fanfiction has had ads for a while, but in the middle of prose? Honey, you're gonna break my heart. Anyway, they're not better than that, but it's fine. I don't blame them. They don't have like the OTW funding them like O3 does. So I can't blame them for that. I don't know. But yeah, that's my experience with fanfiction.net. And that's okay. To make a long story short, with the searching thing, yeah, they don't filter anything when you search. Especially not ratings. I didn't realize that. Frankly, I didn't realize the reason for ratings until I stumbled across something I shouldn't have. But it was fine. It was fine. My parents knew I had a fanfiction.net account, so I got permission from them when I made it. The only reason I was probably allowed to make it was because my mom had an account herself for other stuff. We've never read. There's very, very tiny crossover in the stuff we read. Frankly, I watch too much cartoons and too much animation, too many cartoons, too much anime. She's not super interested in anime except maybe Bungo because of the classic literature figures. Side note about Bungo, I read on a Tumblr post, and I am not over Edogawa Rampo. Waran Po. Edgar Allan Poe. Sorry about my dot. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know it's awful. I'm too white for anyone to expect me to have a proper accent. It's fine. But yeah, Edogawa Rampo is the Japanese way of saying Edgar Allan Poe, and I'm not over it. I'm never gonna be over it. I'm fine, but I'm never gonna be over it. But I digress. Fandom experiences have definitely changed over the years, and I do find that interesting. Because, like, I do agree, like, certain things, old fandom stuff, should be preserved, and sometimes, like, oh, but this is kind of fun. I'm terrible again. I don't run into a lot of issues with fandom because I engage in the internet differently. I don't engage well. There is no one online that knows me. I consume first. I'm not a creator for that sort of stuff. I'm not going to say I've never written fanfiction. I'm not going to say I've never published fanfiction because I have, and none of you will ever read it. Probably. Anywho, it sucked. It was an awful thing. I made my friends read it. It had so many tropes that I didn't like to read. But I wrote them anyway. Turns out I just like writing my original characters and my original stories, and I should stick to that, no matter how fandom influences the stuff I write, because it does. But then, everything you read influences what you write, so what does that matter? Anywho. I'm not gonna say I haven't ever written fanfiction before, like I said, I published it even, but I'm not huge on that because I don't like writing other people's characters all the time. It's fine and there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, I find it kind of admirable for people who can get great characterization. I mean, I've become somewhat numb to characters who are OOC. Frankly, I have to be. Everyone has to be at this point. Oh, good. That's not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this where I need to be. I'm trying to see how actually in sync we are, because I don't know. We're not as out of sync as my computer is saying it. We are, though. That's fine. It works just fine. That's less fine, but it's only my problem, so whatever. Honestly, if I was doing a just chatting stream, I should have asked my roommate for the face paint. No. But yeah. I think, like, obviously, Twitter and TikTok have very different fandom experience than, say, AO3 or Tumblr. I do have a Tumblr. Also one of those things I'm never going to advertise on here. I'm very tempted to make a Biobit Tumblr. But my actual personal Tumblr, there's so much shit on it. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of it. It's perfectly fine. But I don't need that to be Biobit. That one's not connected to it. Well, it's connected to my defunct RP Nation account that I use a couple times with friends. Actually, my second one that I've used exclusively to mess with my friends. High school, my dudes. High school. But that's why it has a very different name from any of my other accounts. And that's why I ended up as my Tumblr name. Because I didn't want to think of a new one. And I've never used that account again. I cannot log into any of my RP Nation accounts. Which is a good thing I have the information on the characters I use written elsewhere, mostly. Although, that was my first stint into HTML. I enjoyed it. I actually like programming stuff. I've been meaning to learn to program more outside of that, especially like learning HTML. But haven't done it yet. Actually, I'm supposed to do that with my mom, which will be really cool. If we ever get around to it. Who knows? That's fine. But yeah, so... I'm a bit nostalgic for it, but like that one, my Tumblr's isolated. Not for any reasons like shame or anything like that, but it's just isolated. It serves a different purpose. Most of my accounts are. Like, Biobit's the only thing that's got properly linked accounts. And again, I'm so tempted to make a Biobit Tumblr. It won't mean anything. It won't do anything. I'll just pop the logo down there and I will never tell anyone to go there. But it would be funny. But then I'd have to build up following again, and I wouldn't use it because I don't swap accounts enough on my phone. My Biobit TikTok, which was just meant for Biobit stuff, like the TikToks I make, not enough. It was just supposed to be, hey, more professional oriented, but that went out the window when it made it a pain for me to switch accounts to my actual personal TikTok. So I stopped. My personal TikTok has so many messages in it because I have friends who will send me TikToks to it, and they know I won't check. To be fair, this was even when I only had the one TikTok, they would send them to me and I didn't check because I barely use TikTok. I've been using it more now for cosplay stuff just because it's not me cosplaying, watching cosplayers. I should cosplay at some point. I'm going to leave that for the anime convention. I won't be able to stream during the anime convention. But yeah, so I've been looking at TikTokers and things for cosplay mostly, and also obviously for Brain Ions. Brain is great. You should check her out. You should scroll down and click the Circuit Board Dragon. It'll bring you to her art account, which will be linked to her actual account as well, I think. I don't know how TikTok works, but whatever. I think you should check her out because she's cool. Also, we've gotten... I think we spitballed an AO the other day in the car. Oh, it was brilliant. It is brilliant. I'm thrilled with myself. I think she should be too. Great AU, Bungo AU. It's gonna be great. But anyway, she does art. She does other things. She does cosplay. Yeah, there's so much stuff. It's cool, but whatever. I was talking about fandom. So yeah, TikTok fandom's very different. Twitter fandom's very different. I don't touch Twitter fandom usually. I don't touch Twitter fandom discourse at all. Because I love some drama. I will pop in and look at TikTok I do not like or about things I don't care about because I think it's funny. I watch so many video essays on characters or people or TV shows that I have never seen. Because it's great. I don't care about this. Your criticism means nothing to me. But also, I'll still call you wrong if your criticism doesn't make sense, and that's nice. Are you actually wrong? Who knows? I wouldn't. So I like drama. I love things like that. But I don't want to deal with Twitter stuff usually, because Twitter fandom is messy. That's unfair. There's some really good fandom stuff. It's just, it's harder to follow, for one, to actually get around. Because of the systems I'm used to. Like, I'm the type of person who uses Tumblr's For You page, which you shouldn't do. Because that's not what it's for. Mostly because I don't want to see them. Mostly because when I follow someone, that means I vaguely want to see their post. But also, I don't want to see your post. You post too much. Yeah, that's why I actually use their For You page. Because it's more along the lines for them of, oh, you looked at this tag, so here's more stuff from this tag. Brilliant. Best I could do. Sometimes it's, oh, you follow this person who follows this person, which is more classic algorithm stuff, but still, I'm okay with it. But Twitter, I don't know the algorithm well enough. I just find it a hard time to properly navigate everything to do with Twitter, so I don't. And like I said, it's messier, it's louder, has way more vitriol. It's not where I want to be. TikTok's fine. TikTok's fun. I barely use my For You page. I am more likely to chase a tag than I am to use my For You page on TikTok. It's there. It's great. I'm not gonna look at it. The problem with Twitter or TikTok is spam liking and liking people's past posts. Not great for them on the algorithm. I don't know why. But that's what I enjoy. I like to, oh, I like this person. Let me just consume all their content. Because, again, when I engage online, it's a matter of consumption. That is the only and proper word for me. Not the only, but it's probably the most proper. It's just a matter of, I go through and everything I can get my hands on. And then I take it all together and draw conclusions. That's how I treat most things. This is why I'm decent at school. Weird concept, I know. But yeah, it's about consumption. Whether it's healthy or not. But I digress. With TikTok, that's not really helpful or supported. Also, TikTok drama it's not fun. I mean, it is fun, but TikTok fandom discourse just spirals so badly. And this is a matter of younger people in the fandom too have different standards for fandom than I necessarily do. Because, again, I've been around in the different stages of fandom. I know, okay, sometimes the problematic creator, but it's not even about creators so much as it's about the content itself. I wasn't, I had already watched this before, but, I was watching at the time when it was found out that Rurouni Kenshin's creator was a pedophile. But, I remember that, and actually, that's sort of contentious stuff I remember for some fandom things. I'm not for, what I engaged in. That's weird and came out of nowhere. And I don't think you're going to follow my thought process because looking back on it, it doesn't make much sense, but whatever. But when it comes down to it, fandom in general is, like I said, I'm familiar with a lot of fandom stuff. I know about ship wars and things. I know about tearing people apart in fandom. That's normal. I hate to say it, it probably shouldn't be, but it is normal when it comes to those spaces. People like to create and people like to own what they create, even though it's not, especially not if it's actually theirs. Messy, problematic, sure. Problematic's a weird word to use though. But I digress. All that's gonna happen. Whether it's short or not, it's gonna happen. But when it comes down to it, my standards aren't always the same as other people's on what I seem as. You know what? Fine. I know there's a huge thing on TikTok, right? Or on, I know there was a huge thing, I don't know if it's currently going on anymore, but about AO3 discourse of people thinking AO3 should ban certain content or not, because it is immoral. There's so much immoral shit on AO3. I'm not gonna deny there's not. Filter out your dead doves. If you do not want to read it, filter that shit. Going back to the age of don't read, a joke, for sure. But if it's a solution, but honestly, sometimes I'm at that take. I know there's there's a whole conversation, there's a whole conversation of, oh, AO3 should delete this content, it shouldn't be allowed on the site. But on the other hand, there's a lot of immoral shit going to be anywhere. Then there's this kind of okay, but murder's immoral. But people write about that. A lot of people express their own experiences they have through fan fiction. So, should they not be allowed to publish it? Also, don't monetize your fanfiction. That is not legal. That can get AO3 in trouble and stuff like that. They have to ban stuff with things like, I know that was like a whole thing, oh, they'll ban you if you have a coffee link, but they won't for this. But yeah, because one of those things is illegal and the other is just icky. But that's like when it boils down to it, is you have to filter your things. AO3 is built on a filtering system, but it's an archive, not a social media site. That's the difference. So, I don't know, you have to tag properly everything. And then you filter out what you don't like. That's how you can engage with that site. I know, I think part of why I have a hard time engaging with some random stuff is I enjoy it. It's great. It's lovely. Learning a new site, pain. I've done it over and over and over though. But when it comes to fanfiction on sites, you have to learn how to engage on that specific site and how that site functions. I don't know. It feels like a lot more people are spilling over onto sites without learning how they function, which is fine. But, and it, like when it's in the sense of I'm making fun of Wattpad kids for using, look, they're great writers, some of them. You're gonna get the same standard distribution about right equality across all things. But if you're using the term book for a fanfiction, I know you're from Wattpad and I am laughing. Because, we're gonna get into language later, but why am I treating this like it's a lecture? It's not. I'm ranting, and 2 people are here to watch me, and I'm okay with that. Anywho, I don't have anything extra on the screen, I realize, for like my follower count. That's a shame. I should fix it. I can't. I'll have to create a new screen, or a new scene on Streamlabs. I can do that later. Anywho, but like Wattpad people will pop in on AO3 or Fanfiction.net. Cross-posting's huge, especially for fanfiction sites. People from Tumblr. Tumblr is weird on how it engages with the different fanfiction sites. But yeah, you'll see a lot of that. But it's a lot of also people who will come onto a site and expect like, people who want AO3 to have an algorithm. Honey, no. If you want an algorithm, you find an author whose work you like. You go through their bookmarks. You find a collection you find a fic that's in a collection. You check out the collection. If you really want an algorithm, you sort by hits or by kudos. Or by bookmarks. You can do all 3. But it's an archive, it's not a social media site. But yeah, it's like not necessarily engaging with a site in the way it's built to be engaged. That's not a bad thing. People slowly will adapt and learn how different sites work, which is great. It is. But it's slow, and I don't want to say like it changes per culture as if that's a negative thing, because culture just needs to change to adapt. They need to change because sometimes they suck. Dude, I remember, okay, it is kind of soft when it comes to fandom discourse, but Fairy Tail, I remember being in that fandom as a kid. I love Fairy Tail still. But I remember like the shipping wars and things like that. And the fact that Everelf was like the one ship where I didn't see anyone complain about it. So that was always safe. But yeah, shipping wars, I remember stuff like that. And like, that's bad things in a culture. I'm not gonna deny it. It can suck. But that doesn't change the fact that some cultural things are, how do I want to phrase this? Oh, literally just, some cultural things are just there for a reason. That's genuinely helpful and positive. I'm just kind of ranting. I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying, which is not helpful. I'm not here to be helpful. I'm here to entertain myself. I'm here to de-stress. That's why I stream. Also, I like the numbers going up. Oh. I love presenting, and I like performing, and streaming is kind of the equivalent I have to that in my life right now. But it means a lot to me. Whatever. We'll talk about that too. But yeah, I don't know. With the way people spill over into sites nowadays, just because the internet is that way now, it's hard to get the same feel, but it's also like, you cannot, I don't know, sometimes it feels like people are not engaging in a way that's open-minded, which they don't have to be fair, but you also cannot expect anyone to adapt for your sake. But I digress. Language is a huge thing with fandom. Like, just, I remember when things were lemons and limes instead of smut. That wasn't that long ago. I'm talking like I'm old. I'm not. It's just, that is a massive language change. I remember having to, when I first started reading fanfiction, I just had to relearn terms entirely. Which is fine. But there's a slang that comes to reading fanfiction. There's a slang that comes to different sites. And you have to learn, and you should adapt to it. Because, like, there's nothing wrong with calling your fanfiction a book, except it's not accurate. Or necessarily legal, unless you pull a 50 Shades of Grey. Or, what's it called? Not 365 Days. That did not start, that might have started fanfiction. I don't remember. But the one that was a Harry Styles fanfiction that got turned into a series of movies that is so not good. Like, I hate that that's the representation of fandom culture right now. Or not, fair. That's unfair. But, like, there is so much good writing in fanfiction. There's so much good things about relationships in fanfiction. Yeah, no. But whatever. It doesn't have to be good. Or, fanfiction doesn't have to be good. We should just wish that better things get more popular. And I understand that's an entire different problematic conversation. Problematic's not the word I want to use. But I know that's a whole, only things that are moral should be popular. Honey, the internet. Ah, well. I don't necessarily agree with that notion. I do think that I don't necessarily love how general culture looks at fanfiction, but it's also not my problem. My mother knows not what I read. Oh god, no, she does not know what I read. But she also knows fanfiction herself, so like, I don't have to deal with that at home at least. But anyway. There's a whole thing with language though. So like, there's nothing wrong with calling your Wattpad fic a book when you're from Wattpad. I mean, on Halo 3. But I do think it's important to learn the language of the whatever site you're on. Just because that way you'll understand things better. Like what people are referring to and stuff like that. And you can communicate better. And it makes a better experience. It makes a better community. And what is fandom if not community? Harsh, awful community. But that's just how society works. And again, that brings us to sociology forms. Well, I know there's certain things I don't like reading. There's certain tags I will filter out. There's one tag I just need age regression and de-aging to be separated because those two are not the same thing. And they should not share a tag. But they do. And I hate it. There's some changes I love on AO3, but whatever. It's fine. I like the site for what it is. I would like it more if it changed. But I don't have the right to demand that. Anywho. Like, I won't read IRL fics. I do not like IRL fics. I cannot stand... They're so weird. I understand, like, if people are like, okay, I'm cool with you writing fanfiction about me, that's fine, that's their permission. And there's a lot of times like, okay, no, but this is based off a character, not a person. Which I know that can be a wibbly wobbly line, very thin line, but that's the line I'm willing to stand on of like, okay, no, but this is not a person that you're basing off of, this is a character they play. Especially that can get weird when it comes to streamers. That's why I'll read fics with, I'm strict on some rules though. Or at least I try to be with myself. I think that's very important though, that like I said, I think IRL fics are weird. And I do not understand hockey IRL fics. We're gonna get RPF. We're not getting, oh, give me a sec to get that. But like, at the same time, I just filter them out as much as I can. Oh, which brings me back to the point of, you need to tag properly so I can filter well. That does not need to collapse. Anywho, yeah, I don't understand why hockey RPF is so popular. I will look up a tag, and I'm just looking through it, and I'm like, and the top fandom for that is hockey RPF. Why? Like, I'm not a huge sports person in general. I enjoy hockey, though. Oh shit, did I never? No, that's worrisome. Oh shit, well, that's worrisome. Sorry, I just realized I didn't have something in my pocket that I usually do. I don't know if I left it back home or not. But hey, if it's there, it's there. I think it's in my purse. Oh well. My hockey RPS, I don't get it. It's fine. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Why it's so popular for some of the tags I read. And I'm like, I'm never searching for this. I'm always going to filter this out. I'm not a huge hockey person. But I did not realize there would be such a big crossover between hockey and fandom. There's also a huge thing with Formula 1, which, like, I do watch Formula 1, though. So I can kind of see where the crossover is there, especially because there's, like, 20 guys. Is that how many? Yeah, that's how many. There's, like, 20 guys, and then some people in the backup, and then some people from Formula 2 that you're gonna run right around. Or some people from past. I'm like, I'm not down for that fandom either. At all. Even though I'm a Formula 1 fan. But at least I get why people are. I don't get hockey. Again, I enjoy hockey. Hockey is one of the few sports I'm willing to watch on TV. Not that I'm actively seeking out, but hey, if someone asked me, hey, you want to watch a hockey game? I'd watch a hockey game. I've been to hockey games. I love it. That's a fun experience. Very notable when I was a kid. But I just don't get it. And I don't have to get it. I don't know if I want to get it. But I don't. I don't get it at all. Oh well. Okay, I think I'm gonna be winding down in a sec. I've talked a lot. My throat's dry. Not as sore as it was, before I got sick for 2 weeks and got out of commission. My stream rates are awful. My blood donation rates are awful. I couldn't go last time because my heart rate was too high. But they stabbed me in the finger and my heart rate was too high. I thought my arm was bruised. No, my vein was just very prominent that day. I might be dehydrated. Oops. I need to drink more water. I shouldn't have bought... I know, there's nothing wrong. I went there for a reason, buying Starbucks coffee on my campus. Which is fine. I went there for a reason. I had a thought process. Mostly because it's in the better location. But I have been spending so much money I didn't have to when I should have been getting coffee at the sandwich shop. It's not my favorite, but I haven't had drip coffee in a while. Admittedly, I should have put more creamer in. I like creamer. Just as its flavor on its own, but also it's like, oh, if I'd put less in, it'd be better when I first tried it. Or if I'd put more in, it would be better. So I'd put 2 more in. Because you can't take it out. But yeah, it was so cheap, and it was good. And like, little burnt. But it's fine, because it's sitting in their thermos forever. But it was good, and I'm a fool. But we knew that. We've been new. Anywho, I wish I could just make coffee here, but my landlords do not like the smell of coffee. They don't drink it themselves. That's not why they don't let me. They just do not like the smell. So I don't drink coffee here out of respect. Why would I? Oh, okay, I do drink coffee here. I can't make it here. Making it would be so much cheaper. But oh well. Anywho, I feel like that's what I'm going to leave it off on. Other than, I'm a sucker for soulmate ideas when it comes to fanfiction. Hana hockey can be great depending on the fandom. Some fandoms don't jive, some do. Like the Spy Fam doesn't jive, weirdly enough. I love the series, not the fanfiction. And some fandoms need to be bigger. Slugterra, actually. We're not going to get into my character analysis regarding Slugterra that exists. Because it does exist. That's a weird show. Good, though. Also, Stormhawks is great. I need a resurgence for Stormhawks. And Detention Air. Fucking love Detention Air. Favorite Canadian cartoon. But I feel like that's what I'm going to leave it off on. That's a positive note. Also, watch Bungo. So let me find someone to raid. And let me bring up the dragon. This is Circleboard Dragon, drawn by Rain Ions, aka if you click the dragon link below, as I mentioned, it'll bring you to her TikTok. That's her main, it'll bring her to her art TikTok, because that's where we talked about it and she wanted it to be. Circleboard Dragon is a title, not a name, so if you have any suggestions for a name, pop that in chat while you're here, or DM me on Twitter. I'll see it eventually. Oh, wow. Oh, hey, I get to raid him. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna raid a Pokemon person right now. Yeah. So if you have a suggestion for a name for the dragon, I'd love to hear it. It's part of the channel. When I hit whatever it's called, starts with when I get 50 followers, whatever, and my viewer count up, it'll probably be part of my emotes. It's not Russian. It's a Slavic dragon, so that's fun. But yeah, still needs a name. Like I said, Rain Ions, check her out. She's chill. She's great, actually. This has been a weird stream. This is not the stream I wanted to have, but I'm glad I had it. I'm glad it was this long. Let me set up this raid and actually send it, though. I said I will be sending you to a Minecraft stream. Not at all a Minecraft stream. Where is he? Pokemon stream. Bingo. I don't play Pokemon games. I watched like 50 episodes of Pokemon Indigo League. It was not my childhood. I watched it because my friends watched it as kids. Not my thing. My favorite characters though are Jesse, James, and Brock because they're great. My most popular post on Tumblr is regarding Pokemon, which I don't know how to feel about because I want it to be my Jason Todd post because I'm right. But whatever. I should actually post that Reagan thing I have. Anywho, let me start this raid. It's been a pleasure. It's been weird. But anyway, I've been glad to have you here. Follow me if you want. Don't if you don't. Yeah. Anyway, this is Violet signing you off. I hope you have a good one. Bye. I did that wrong. We're supposed to throw this up. But I forgot.